Okay, moving on to the next problem that you'll find on the test. I'm going to try number 11, page 649, and it's going to say solve the, oops, you can't see that. Let me move that down just a bit. Solve the equation by graphing. So you have to graph, and I will not give you too many graphs on this quiz, but I have to give you a certain amount because if I give you too few, you're likely to make a mistake. Now, our first step is you've learned all of these different methods at this point. Use them. Use whatever tools at your disposal to make this job easy and very accurate. And so for me, I would absolutely factor because you can see it's quick and easy. And you can see that the answer, right, when it says solve, you're looking for the x values, right? The x is going to be -3, which means we only have one answer. Well, remember when we talked about when you have one solution, two solutions, or no solution. One solution means the vertex is on the x-axis. Two solutions means you have the normal thing, two x-intercepts, and no solutions is if it's be above the axis pointing up or below the axis pointing down and never hits it. Well, here we have the vertex right on the axis, which means this is the point, -3, 0 is your vertex. So that's good information. It means my axis of symmetry is -3. I also know that my y-intercept is 9, right? So it's at the point 0, 9. Okay, and that's what I have to start with to graph. So I know that this is going to be, because this is going to be in this quadrant here, and a little bit more towards the positive side. So I'm going to draw this slightly off center to give myself some space. And because it goes all the way up to 9, I'm going to go by 2s. Okay. All right, so first I'm going to draw my vertex at -3, 0 on the x-axis and my y-intercept up here. And I'm also going to draw this. This time I don't have to label it. I'm drawing it because it's really useful for me to see the symmetric point on the other side. That's my dryer you're hearing because I'm doing laundry even as I'm doing this. Okay, I'm also going to look for some other points. And I'm going to try -2 and -4 because they look like they're right same distance away from the axis of symmetry. They should give me the same value. Well, if I plug in -2, I get -2 squared is 4, plus 6 times -2 is -12, so 4 minus 12 is -8, plus 9 is -1. That makes sense. If I plug in -4, I get 16, plus 6 times -4 is -24. -24 plus 16 is -8, plus 9 is -1. So both of these are going to be, so let's see, oops, sorry, not -1, +1. Right, because the -8 plus 9 is +1. So -2, 1, -4, 1, and there's my parabola. And I've solved the equation because you should still say the x-intercept, right, which is my solution, is 3. All right, we've covered 3 out of 4 problems on the test. I've got one more left. And this one is going to be number 17 in your book. And the instructions on this one say, find the zeros of the function. And the equation says f of x equals x squared minus 8x plus 12. Remember, the zeros of this function means the exact same as solve or find the solution. The zeros of the function are just find x. That's all. So don't get confused by all this crazy words. You might as well just relabel this also y. Remember, this means the same as y, right? Now to solve and find the zero of the function, you first have to put a 0, right? It just means the values, right? The x values when the function is 0. That's all that means. Okay. Well, our first step, again, I'm going to suggest trying it factoring just because you will get the quickest answer. The nice thing about this is what it doesn't say. I don't see anywhere that it says graph. So all you need to do is find the solution. It doesn't say find it by graphing. So if factoring works, we're going to use factoring. If you look at it very carefully, what are all the different factors of 12? Well, you have 6, 2, negative 6, negative 2, 4, 3, negative 4, negative 3, 12, 1, negative 12, negative 1. Well, the only ones that are going to add up to negative 8 are negative 6 and negative 2. And you can see right away this is going to mean x equals 6, x equals 2. And you've now found the zeros of the function. So these 4 types of problems are the only ones that are going to be on the quiz. Work them out, ask me questions about them tomorrow. And while you're taking the quiz, I don't mind one bit if you have this video going and follow it as an example. I really want you to learn the process and I want you to do well. So take your time, do your homework well. I did not give you a lot of problems and you should be ready for Tuesday. Have a good day today. I'll talk to you soon.